Moira Surridge is both a nurse and a member of the Stanborough Park Seventh-day Adventist Church in Watford, England. For the past 3 years, she's worked in an educational role, teaching and training about sepsis at Watford General Hospital. But with the extreme need of the current COVID-19 situation, she somewhat nervously volunteered to go back to her former role as an intensive care unit nurse. This is her story.
So I went back because I've been out of intensive care for the last 3 years, nearly, but I knew that my skills would be needed, and much as I really didn't want to go back, I just felt I had to. The first day I was there, I was treated reasonably gently, and I got to grips with the ventilators and the monitors, and I survived. That's what I did on day one. Day two, I think I was given 2 intensive care patients to look after, and day 3, I was given 3 intensive care patients to look after, all very ill. So it was hard slog.
Moira responded to the need to help others, but that didn't take away the fear for her own health or for the health of her own family.
Yes, I was really worried about that, of course, and that's what had put me off offering to do it, really, because, you know, we've got a new little granddaughter, and the first week, really, that I went in there, I thought, I'm not going to see my mum and dad, I'm not going to see my children, I'm not going to see my granddaughter for how long? Months and months and months.
And that fear can be a reality, as Moira discovered.
After the first 4 weeks that I worked in the unit, which were 4 weeks really of the worst nursing I have ever had to do, one of our nursing colleagues died on one afternoon when probably 2 other people died within an hour. That was a very difficult moment for me and my colleagues and the whole unit, really. And sadly, we've seen a lot more people like that pass away.
Care is difficult and emotional. And it's not just the care, it's protecting yourself with the PPEs, personal protective equipment. That in itself is a challenge.
The PPEs are, we're very grateful to have them. They are incredibly uncomfortable to wear. The unit itself is absolutely boiling, and then you're putting on a pair of scrubs, a surgical full-length gown, full-sleeve gown, a plastic apron, a mask, a hat and a pair of goggles, and then you're told to look after half of the unit on your own. It's really hard work. And of course the masks are so tight, well, we put them on so tight because we don't want to catch the virus, that when we take them off, we all say we have a COVID face because we have marks all around our face from the masks.
For Moira and for her colleagues, living through COVID-19, giving and caring has changed their perspective on life.
I've seen unbelievable kindness from other colleagues who, you know, we're all working flat out, we're all exhausted, we're all boiling, we all feel at the end of our tether. Sometimes when you're brought as low as you feel you can be brought, little acts of kindness mean 1,000 times more. A little look, a little smile, or someone just rolling their eyes with you as if to say, oh Moira, I really get that. Those are the moments where you think, oh, you know what, I'm absolutely not on my own. And if I'm feeling a bit fragile or a bit overworked or a bit absolutely exhausted, so is everybody else that's working with you. And so you carry each other along. And if you see somebody that's feeling a bit down or clearly not coping or, you know, about to burst into tears, you just go over and lend them a hand, see what you can do. We don't always say much, but we know that everybody's looking out for us and watching our backs. And of course, you know, the family, my family, my friends that don't work with me have all been unbelievably supportive. I think for people that have been personally involved looking after patients, I know all of the staff in the hospital will never look at health in the same way again. We will never take fresh air for granted again. I think all of us in the whole country have realised that we are actually not invincible, and the 24/7 way that we run our lives has stopped and the world hasn't. And I think the things that have become real during this time for me and loads of my colleagues is nature, the beautiful things that have the transformation of spring, the lovely flowers, the new growth. Even though everything has been going upside down, nature has carried on, and I think it's given everybody a lift, and it's made us realise actually we need to come back to basics.
Coming back to basics, enjoying nature, supporting each other, and like so many others, following the wisdom that the Apostle Paul shares with us in his letter to the Philippians. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others.